What if you could fight back against stubborn insulin resistance, slow the storage of deep, visceral belly fat, and get the deepest sleep you've had in years, all with a single homemade drink you take before bed? Forget expensive, unproven supplements. I'm going to show you how to make this exact 5-ingredient drink tonight. The ingredients are simple, inexpensive, and likely already in your pantry. And this isn't guesswork. Every single component is backed by solid, verifiable science. Here's the mission. First, we'll build the 4-ingredient foundation that targets your blood sugar and cellular energy. Then, I'll reveal the secret ingredient that unlocks your body's master detoxification system, a system crucial for reversing metabolic damage. And finally, I'll explain why drinking this at night, specifically, turns it into a powerful ritual for deep, restorative sleep. Let's get straight to it. This drink has 5 ingredients, but we begin with the first 4. These create the powerful base that ignites the entire process. Ingredient 1. 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. If you're over 60, you've heard of apple cider vinegar, or ACV, for decades. But why does it work? It's not an old wives' tale. The power comes from a compound called acetic acid. When you drink ACV, your body converts this acid into acetate. This is where it gets fascinating for anyone dealing with sluggish energy. Think of your mitochondria, the tiny energy factories in every cell. As we age, and especially with insulin resistance, these factories get cold and sluggish. They don't burn fuel efficiently. That acetate from the ACV acts like starting fluid for a cold engine. It enters the mitochondria directly as an additional fuel source, helping to reignite those sleeping factories. When your mitochondria wake up, they remember their job: to oxidize or burn the excess fat and glucose causing problems in your body. But taking it at night has another critical benefit. It stabilizes your blood glucose while you sleep. Many of us wake up at 2 or 3 a.m., not from a full bladder, but from a blood sugar crash. This crash triggers a cortisol stress response that jolts us awake. By keeping your glucose stable, ACV helps you stay in that deep, restorative sleep. Ingredient 2. 1 teaspoon of raw honey. I know exactly what you're thinking. I'm fighting high blood sugar. Are you trying to make it worse? This is a critical point. The answer is all about the type of honey and the tiny amount we're using. We are only using 1 teaspoon. This is not enough to send your blood sugar on a roller coaster. In fact, it does the opposite, for 2 key reasons. First, raw honey contains a special sugar called trehalose, which studies show can have an anti-diabetic effect by helping glucose get into the cell more effectively. Second, raw honey is packed with polyphenols and antioxidants. Think of insulin resistance as a low-grade fire of chronic inflammation. These compounds are your body's natural firefighters. But there's a third, mechanical benefit that's a secret weapon for sleep. Many people over 60 suffer from silent reflux, or LPR. You don't feel heartburn, just a constant throat tickle or a dry, hacking cough that ruins your sleep. The thick, viscous nature of honey coats your throat, creating a soothing, protective barrier that stops that irritation cold. Ingredient 3. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. This is the perfect partner for that little bit of honey. If you were still worried about that 1 teaspoon of sugar, the cinnamon is here to put your mind at ease. Cinnamon is what scientists call an insulin mimetic. It's a fancy term for a simple idea. Cinnamon mimics the action of insulin. It acts like a helpful guide, standing at the door of your cells and ushering the glucose from the honey and your last meal inside, where it's burned for energy. It dramatically improves your body's insulin response. This combination is brilliant. The honey provides the anti-inflammatory firefighters, and the cinnamon makes sure the small amount of sugar is used correctly. Ingredient 4. A squirt of fresh lemon juice. This isn't just for flavor. The lemon juice adds 2 key things. 1. Polyphenols. It stacks another layer of powerful anti-inflammatory compounds on top of the honey. Compartments. 2. Digestion. The acid supports your stomach, helping you break down your final meal and preventing indigestion and reflux that can wake you up. So, This is our foundation. ACV to reignite your metabolism. Honey to fight inflammation and coat your throat. Cinnamon to manage blood sugar. And lemon for antioxidant power. A powerful team, but it's missing the star player. Okay, we've built the foundation, but this next ingredient is what elevates the drink from a simple tonic to a truly transformative evening ritual. Our fifth and final ingredient is fresh ginger, about a 1-inch piece, sliced thin or finely grated. This is one of the most potent medicinal plants on the planet. Its power doesn't come from vitamins, but from its main bioactive compound, gingerol. Gingerol is one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories ever studied. Remember that low-grade fire of inflammation we said causes insulin resistance? Gingerol doesn't just help fight it, it directly attacks it at a cellular level. It works on the same pathways as many anti-inflammatory drugs, but it also has a direct effect on your metabolism. Multiple human studies have shown that ginger can significantly lower fasting blood sugar and improve insulin sensitivity over time. It works in synergy with the cinnamon, helping your body to process carbohydrates from your last meal so they are used for energy, not stored as visceral fat while you sleep. It is a metabolic powerhouse. All right, let's put it all together. This is your new evening ritual. Here is the recipe. 1. Start with 8 to 10 ounces of hot water. Not boiling, but hot enough to steep. 2. Add your fresh ginger first, either a few thin slices or about a teaspoon of finely grated ginger. Let it steep for 3 to 5 minutes to release the active compounds. 3. Now add 2 tablespoons of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar. 4. Add 1 small teaspoon of high-quality raw honey. Manuka is excellent. 5. Add 1 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon. Look for Ceylon, not cassia, as it's safer for daily use. 6. Finally, add 1 small squirt of fresh lemon juice. Stir it all together. The spicy warmth of the ginger perfectly balances the tartness of the vinegar and lemon. It's a truly comforting, powerful drink. But the most important part is when to drink it. The most profound and powerful time to take this is 60 to 90 minutes before you plan to go to sleep. This timing is strategic. It gives the ginger time to work its magic on your digestion, settling your stomach and processing your evening meal before you go horizontal. It allows the honey to coat your throat, and it positions the ACV and cinnamon to stand guard all night long, keeping your blood sugar stable. This isn't just a drink. It's a powerful signal to your mind and body that the day is over. It's time to rest, repair, and reset. You are actively and intelligently supporting your body's amazing capacity to heal itself. Try this for 1 week, just 1 week, and pay close attention to how you feel when you wake up in the morning. Here's to your health and to a night of truly deep, restorative sleep.